Deion Sanders Jr. calls out NFL executives over Shedeur's lie as assistant coach's alarming verdict threatens Steelers' dream. Another day, another critical post about Shedeur Sanders. By now, for the Colorado Buffaloes quarterback, dealing with hate has become a part of his daily routine. Initially, Deion Sanders' son had lofty expectations about his future in the NFL. But the CFB analysts did not let him live in his bubble. Right now, Shedeur has been the hot topic, as landing him is likely to come with a lot of compromises. But to his big bro, Deion Sanders Jr., the quarterback is the best. Bucky thus called out the executives, tagging their analysis as blatant lies. Amidst all this hoopla, will Shedeur's NFL dream destination, Pittsburgh, leave him on scene? Well, Shedeur has been forged in fire. Hate doesn't even leave a scratch anymore. Right now, he is trusting God's plan without giving in to the pressure of living up to his dad's standards. He said, "The best situation for me is what's going to happen on draft day, and I'm sure of that cause I talk to God. So, if it's before him or if it's after him, it truly doesn't matter." Shedeur is now projected as a round 1 to 2 pick. In the pro league, the last name really does not matter. The scouts are going to pass the players through multiple quality checks, sieving them, and then skim out the creme of the lot. On April 22nd, NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero summarized the take on 18 quarterbacks after having conversations with NFL executives, scouts, and coaches. That's when Shedeur's big bro, Deion Jr., lost his cool. Well, Shedeur has been forged in fire. Hate doesn't even leave a scratch anymore. Right now, he is trusting God's plan without giving in to the pressure of living up to his dad's standards. He said, "The best situation for me is what's going to happen on draft day, and I'm sure of that cause I talk to God. So, if it's before him or if it's after him, it truly doesn't matter." Shedeur is now projected as a round 1 to 2 pick. In the pro league, the last name really does not matter. The scouts are going to pass the players through multiple quality checks, sieving them, and then skim out the creme of the lot. On April 22nd, NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero summarized the take on 18 quarterbacks after having conversations with NFL executives, scouts, and coaches. That's when Shedeur's big bro, Deion Jr., lost his cool. Bucky came up with a bold message for the Shedeur haters, especially the analysts. He wrote, "It's actually funny as hell seeing these executives straight up lie or boldly say certain things when it's a 100% lie. Y'all don't even understand that y'all are preparing that table." The well-off media tycoon had reshared Pelissero's tweet to prove his point. That's where the analyst had shared some quotes from the study he had done on the 18 quarterbacks up on the platform, ready to land in the pro league. Pelissero's caption read, "My annual breakdown of the NFL draft's quarterbacks through the eyes of coaches, scouts, and executives is here," where he had quoted a scout's view on Shedeur. It read, "I was watching the receiver. And multiple times I was like, whoa, who's the quarterback? Let me rewind that and see that throw." The report had an elaborate summary of the picture that the scouts hold about the quarterback. As an NFL assistant coach said, "The worst formal interview I've ever been in my life. He's so entitled. He takes unnecessary sacks. He never plays on time. He has horrible body language. He blames teammates. But the biggest thing is, he's not that good." Yes, this had a tone of Shedeur's conduct as well. We have seen how he became the most sacked player in college football history in 2023, with 52 sacks. However, he has worked on himself. But the fact that he is into rapping, never misses a chance to reply back to his haters with his watch flex move, is something not fit for the NFL. After all, the pro league demands a lot more maturity. Does that mean Shedeur's aspirations of landing in his dream team are over? Shedeur Sanders is open to sliding down for his dream team. The Pittsburgh Steelers are one of the quarterback-hungry teams. They desperately need a starting quarterback after losing Russell Wilson and Justin Fields in free agency. Turns out the interest here works two ways. Mike Tomlin's squad had hosted the Colorado product for a top 30 visit on April 10th, and one could sense Shedeur's excitement before the event. On April 8th, the Buffs QB reshared a post from Shedeur Daily, adding his quintessential touch. Legendary. So, it was obvious that the Steelers hold a special place in the Buffs quarterback's heart. In that case, the young chap won't even mind sliding down to pick number 21. Rather, he feeds into the speculation. On the Rush with Max Crosby podcast, he was asked to name his Mount Rushmore of NFL quarterback-receiver duos. He then went with the obvious names like Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski, along with Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams. But the last one had a catch. Shedeur Sanders dropped a tease. Whoever gonna be the quarterback for DK Metcalf and George Pickens, he said with a smile on his face. Whoever that is. Well, whether he already has the hint or just wanted to spice things up, we are yet to know about that. The report is in, the doubts are loud. Does Tomlin still see a future with Shedeur under center? Travis Hunter's Shohei Otani comments explained, revisiting top NFL draft prospects comparison to MLB two-way star. The 2025 NFL Draft begins on Thursday, and teams across the league are looking to build for the seasons ahead. It's no secret that one of the most talented and coveted prospects in this year's draft class is Heisman Trophy winner Travis Hunter. The former two-way Colorado star is expected to be one of the first few names taken off the board in the first round. While it remains to be seen whether Hunter will play both sides of the ball as much as he did in college, he's been drawing comparisons to another two-way star, Shohei Otani. Although the Dodgers star is still rehabbing from Tommy John surgery, he is expected to begin pitching in addition to hitting for Los Angeles at some point this season. Hunter made headlines when he compared himself to Otani before the draft. Here's what he had to say. Travis Hunter's comments on Shohei Otani comparison. Hunter's comments date back to the NFL Combine in Indianapolis last March. A reporter asked Hunter what's more difficult, what Hunter does in football or what Otani does in baseball. Hunter responded that he thinks what he does is more difficult due to the physicality of the sport he plays. I feel like I have put my body through a lot, Hunter said at the Combine of the physical toll football has taken on said. I do a lot of treatment. People don't get to see that part. What I do for my body to make sure I'm 100% each game. I feel like nobody has done it. I know I can do it. I did it at the college level where you rarely get breaks. There are a lot more breaks in the NFL. Travis Hunter Shohei Otani comparisons. A week before the draft, Hunter drew an unprompted comparison to Otani from Cleveland Browns manager Andrew Berry. Berry spoke about Hunter's two-way ability in comparing him to how the Angels used, and presumably how the Dodgers will use him when he's healthy. It's a little bit like Otani, where when he's playing one side, he's an outstanding player, Berry said in a pre-draft news conference. If he's a pitcher, he's a hitter, he's an outstanding player. You obviously get a unicorn if you use him both ways. Berry added that Cleveland, which holds the number 2 overall pick in the draft, is looking at Hunter primarily as a receiver, but he said they are also open to him moonlighting as a defensive back. Hunter has made it clear that he would like to continue playing both ways, just as he has been. It's never playing football again, Hunter said via CBS Sports of playing just one position. Because I've been doing it my whole life, and I love being on the football field. I feel like I could dominate on each side of the ball, so I really enjoy doing it. Travis Hunter mock draft. Hunter is projected to be one of the first few players taken in this year's draft. TSN's Vinny Iyer has Hunter going number 3 overall to the New York Giants and is the number 1 overall player on his big board. He's the unique freak of next year's class with his mega size and athleticism that makes him a strong cover man and almost equally adept receiver when called upon, which happened more often later in the Buffalo season. Wherever Hunter may end up, the possibility of him playing both ways will continue to have him compared to Otani.